Hi guys, Prototype Director 1 here. Just making myself a little cup of tea. I need a cup of tea at about 12 o'clock. The most gorgeous thing in the world. Right, so something I want to do now is talk to you. I wanted a bit of a bigger room with a little bit more light. Because my last video, didn't have a lot of light. I want to talk to you. Oh, my tea's ready. I wanted to talk to you about finally doing the review of the Machine Head and the Locust album. Plus, I will also be reviewing the vinyl, because I've had a listen to that finally. But first of all, the album itself. Now, before I go into any more detail, I might as well point out that I've never listened to the Blackening before. Where's all my cups gone? See, this is a unique review, isn't it? I've tried to review a CD while making a cup of tea at the same time. Well, that's what we'll do. I'm British. But I have never listened to the Blackening previously, before I listened to the Locust. And this is something a lot of people will not like, but you know, this is the first album that properly got me into Machine Head, and I just hope that the Blackening is the sort of thing. Well, according to me listening to death metal, the Blackening is a lot heavier than the Locust. And I'm not going to go into great detail with all of the songs, because last time I tried to do this review, there was a lot of copying. You know, I kept saying awesome riffs, great hooks on the chorus, so that pretty much states the album entirely. You know, the whole album is full of massive riffs, great hooks on the chorus, because like all of the instruments join in as well. Like not one instrument can work it by itself. Like there's lots of melodies between the two guitars, with Rob Flynn and the other guitarist. And yeah, overall it's a brilliant album. Some of the tracks do something a little bit differently. The Darkness Within, the song, it goes for an acoustic part at the start, instead of like just going in with the normal riff. And this allows the whole album to take a little bit of a softer approach. And it just starts off like slowly, and then it hit like the guitars join in as well. And the acoustic part is brilliant, and the electric part is brilliant. So there's not one part of it which is like lacking. Both parts are amazing by themselves. The first track, which is 3 parts, I'm Hell, Sonata in C sharp. There's a lot of things going on in here. First of all, there's the very melodic slowness of it's just Rob Flynn's vocals. Like he's doing the first part is called Sangre Sunny, and he's just like harmonizing all of these parts, and you can hear every single part individually, and it all helps build it up. And then all of a sudden it hits you with like a chugging chord, and then like Rob Flynn comes in heavy with the vocals, like with I am death, arms outstretched, and all that. And then it goes into the third part, which is called Ashes to the Sky, in which even the most experienced thrash player would probably have trouble playing, because it's extremely fast, especially the drums. The drums are the fastest drums I've heard in a while. You know, it beats Lars any day, in my opinion. Like, they have pushed, like Machine Head with this album, have pushed themselves to the limit, where even they can have problems playing their own songs because of how technical and hard they are, especially with the choruses and solos and all that. And so yeah, that's I'm Hell. Other tracks, Beast to the No, has an amazing like hook on the chorus. Who We Are, it does something different because it has a child chorus. Like it has this child choir going on at the beginning of the album, and well, not at the beginning of the album, at the beginning of the song, And even though in other albums, like, this wouldn't be able to fit, for some reason, it just seems to blend with the rest of it. Like, the child choir doesn't seem to be out of place, like, which I was fearing about, because, like, the first time I heard this, I was like, what is this? But then, like, it fused in with the other parts, and I was really happy that they tried pushing the limits of what a metal album can do. Because a lot of metal albums nowadays, they try and be the same sort of album as everybody else, but Machine Head are trying different things, seeing what will work and what will not. I mean, they didn't want to make The Blackening 2, they wanted to make a completely new album with new parts to it, and that is what they've achieved with The Locust. 7 songs, about an hour's worth of material. 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I mean, I can't find any faults with this album. There's not one song which I don't like. The heaviest song on the album are there are 2 heavy songs on the album, definitely. Ashes to the Sky, part of Iron Hell, and Pills Before the Swine, which is Pills Before the Swine, is probably the heaviest part of the album. And also there's the live track Locust. It's brilliant. Can't fault it. It sounds like exactly like the original, but while changing a few parts. But another thing, Rob Flynn seems to like mess up on the vocals at one point, but apart from that, I cannot fault it. So the whole album is a 10 out of 10 from me. Oh, that's a nice tea. Yeah, I've got a bit of a stuffled nose right now, so I need a good warm cup of tea in order to clear my sinuses out. Right now, something interesting I do want to talk about is the vinyl, which I got the other day. I finally got a listen to it, and it's quite interesting actually. It is not the album version. At least, like, my copy isn't the album version. It has got new parts to it. Like, it's got like different sounds in, like, especially when like they're chugging guitars. The chugging guitars sound heavier, and the vocals, not only do they sound different, but they have different lyrics as well. So not only is this a big collector's item, but I have essentially got an alternate version of the Locust song as well. So it's just a wow. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was just going to listen to it and just say I now have the Locust on vinyl, like the Locust song on vinyl. But it's not the Locust song. It is an alternate version of the Locust song. The guitars, all of the arrangements are exactly the same, sound slightly different in production, but the Rob Flynn's vocals, especially the lyrics, have been changed around a bit, quite a bit. As for the 2 live tracks, can't really fault them. I haven't actually listened to the proper songs. The 2 songs are Beautiful Morning and Bite the Bullet. What I'll probably do is listen to the 2 songs and then listen to the actual album version of the songs so that I have a good understanding. But from what I've heard of this album, I give it a 7 out of 10. The 7 out of 10 is because of the fact that, you know, I was expecting the album version, but no, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Because, you know, it's just 3 songs on a vinyl. Like, if you don't have a vinyl player, it's not going to be much worth having it unless you want everything by Machine Head. So, it's a good little collector's. Like, it came with Metal Hammer issue, oh, well, it was the 25th anniversary. I think it's like 225, I think. I'm not sure. But, apart from that, brilliant little thing. So, yeah, if you want to check these 2 out, I give this 10 out of 10, I give this 8 out of 10, and that was my review. As for my tea, I give this a 9 out of 10. It's slightly on the sweet side. Could do with a little bit more mixing actually. Where the hell's the spoon gone? Where have you got the spoon? I don't know. Oh, see you all later guys. Oh, you can't fault this tea.